Hello everyone, it is Velgamer's about to bring another Let's Play of Final Fantasy 16. In the last episode we helped save the kingdom from Behemoth, and now we're going to be going to the hideaway, so we'll see what happens there. So I'll just click here and hopefully we can travel to it.
How is your brother?
Asleep since I returned from the Dominion. Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse. For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
Would seem that way, wouldn't it?
Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all.
Things fall apart. Clive has claimed a portion of Icon Behemoth essence, assuring that Behemoth not only changes the element aspect of Clive's magic spells, but allows access to several new iconic abilities, such as Impulse, which creates multiple spheres of light that pursue the target, dealing in continuous damage. Ability details are found in the Abilities tab in the main menu. Okay. Use Behemoth Icon Feet Wings of Light to begin casting Mega Flare, an immediately powerful spell that showers enemies with a deluge of searing light. The longer the spell is charged, the more powerful the result is. Press circle to cast the spell when ready. Take damage while casting will cancel the spell. Okay. Seems simple enough. Huh. So that's what it does. Seems like it's simple pop, huh?
Joshua. While he rests, I might as well see what Otto has to say.
Yes, let's go see what Otto has to say. Hopefully he has some wise words for us.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
But first, let's get some items.
Silk-stained red.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Sure is. Yeah, see, we need 2 high potions.
It's rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
Yes, that's all. I'll see you later.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Are you making them sky?
Hey, Otto. I got something to tell you. Or maybe you got something to tell me. We'll see.
All of them.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fact storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
My definition of good means good.
What do you suggest we
Like
do?
it's something positive.
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
Well, let's go ask. Who do we talk to first? Let's start with the closest one.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
Nope,
I'm sorry
no
I
one.
couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I'm sure they will.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Are we here for another long story?
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off-storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
Huh. That's all very tragic.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing. But pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Yeah, because we're gonna stop him already. Speak to Hippocrates. Hippocrates. Well, I think that's how you say his name. I'm so bad with names in this game. They're also complicated to speak of. Hey, you.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be thunder?
How's it going, my man? I got something to tell you.
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day, did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
I forgive you.
Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it.
Yeah. Your wisdom is always welcome.
Share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Yeah, let's go speak with Loud Man. The sky has darkened a lot. I wonder if that's because of all the mother crystals we destroyed. Hey Jill, Waifu, what are you doing here?
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are 3. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means... there's only 2 people who can.
Jill and I.
Yeah, you're really perceptive. Is there anybody else who would be doing these quests besides us? Okay. Looks like we got 3 places to go. Oh boy. 3 places to go. Let's start with the farthest one.
First we find Isabel.
Wonder where Isabel
He
is.
saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under a flood.
Then we're next.
Oh, there she is. Right where we left her.
I can't do it. But you can.
Isabella.
My lord. My lady.
We received the dame's message. Been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Akashic, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultima's thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Let's prioritize this quest. Okay, off we go. Come on, Jill. We got places to be.
Four left for more on the captain's orders.
There she is. right? That's the dame.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning. We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days!
I'm all the reinforcements you guys will ever need.
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
Drink purchase, huh?
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly.
It's what I do.
Sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air.
They probably did.
And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Alright, talk to the survivors. Here's one.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family. They're still in the capital.
Don't leave me.
I'm sorry, darling. I truly am.
That thing.
Alright, what do you have to say?
It took off the...
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Yes, we should. Alrighty. There's my strap in the end, steed. Okay, off we go.
Run like the wind.
Yeah, run like the wind, Ambrosia. Jill has her own chocobo. That's so nice. And she's beating me. What the heck? You're supposed to run like the wind, Ambrosia. Are they here?
Clive, look.
I see them. With me. Go for Over here. Get him. Over here!
Is that all?
Save your strength.
Is that it? One more. Big guy. They're going down.
Get him. Nice try.
Time to land the pain. Time to kill. Yeah, ripping the shreds. Taken down. Easy. Easy kills. $600 experience points. Nice.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
So they gave you two a moment.
If you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Quest complete. Nice. And we got 500 experience points for it. Nice. We got a lot of stuff already. Well, that's one down. Time to take care of another dilemma. Okay, let's fix this one.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha! Martha!
Martha. It's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
For now.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Yeah, we're on the way.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
Just down this way here. Okay, let's go as fast as we can.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you? Them not. Not a chance.
Hey, my trusty steed.
Ready, go?
Let's just walk past these barricades here.
Faster!
And off, like the wind.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
I got his dog too.
This one. It's over.
Easy. Easy kills. They didn't stand a chance.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
That's always a good idea.
Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
We will. Off we go, Jill. We got some healing to do. Alrighty. Time to fight more Thrall. Should be simple enough.
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
Who's a good boy?
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
I suppose you would never be able to know.
Behind you!
Is that a turtle?
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
Of course
we
you can.
Certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Yeah, to our duty. Yeah, go Jill, go.
Get him. Over here.
I'll leave them to those people. Hopefully we can kill it in this time. Easy kills, easy. 300 experience points, nice. Sharp Fang and Magic Gas, always nice. Is that all? Is that all?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Something wrong.
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Joe's always up for
Jill and I
more.
will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Alrighty. Time to fight for some more hordes. The flames of war are upon us. Okay.
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
Looks like it's up that way.
we don't get into a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
Out of the way. I got some hearing to do.
Patch me up as quick as you can and get me back out there.
That's better.
Goblin Thrall. Well, they're good as dead.
For the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
It's over. Go for it. Get him.
Chocobo. I expect Chocobo to be enthralled.
Over here. Go for it.
Good job, Jill. Is that it?
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the exciting
Only
part.
the first round, so wait. Shall we?
Go for it. Get him. Go for it. Get him. Go for it.
Nice try.
Time to kill. This kid is dead. Yeah! We did it! Enemy slain. And we got 350 experience points for it. Nice. We got Sharfane, Steel Silk, and Magic Ash. Always nice. All the good things are coming to me.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
Well, so they
But
say.
it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory.
It
But
sure
as long as the
was.
skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Awkward silences. Quest complete. Nice. The Flames of War. And we got 500 experience points for it. We got a Guardian Scarf. What's that? Displayed in Clive's chambers. A symbol of trust, loyalty, and undying friendship. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the duchy cannot die. Oh, that's so nice.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am
The honor's mine.
Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade.
I deserve.
If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I mean to say that, they're... It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
I'm sure he would.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Well, looks like I got a squire. Alrighty. Well, there's no other place to go but to the other place. To Dominion Inn. Okay. Oh, looks like we're back here. Okay. Well, luckily it's so close.
Cid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I
She is quite formidable.
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem.
Dalamil.
And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Cid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Just across the courtyard, huh?
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Might as well. There's no other place to go but to the Shadden. Everybody okay in here?
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Yeah.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Well, let's go find out.
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Well. For all our sakes, I hope that everything goes all right.
So, you see my predicament?
I see your predicament, and I raise you with a harassment.
And afraid, and with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves. And be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own.
Is that possible?
Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
I guess we got 2 places to recruit. Let's start here.
Picture it, Conrad. Your own city guard. With you as captain.
Me? I don't know about that.
Yes, I wouldn't know about that. Okay, let's talk to this person here.
Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 score swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
The clouds are constantly shifting the light. First it was like deep red and now it's all dull.
Fucking thieving bastards!
As if life hadn't been hard enough round here since the Fang fell.
It seems like life is pretty hard.
My shop. Why would anyone do such a thing?
People are mean.
My pickaxe, I would.
Alrighty, let's go over here. Or over here. Totally missed it.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something, and we may yet be allowed to keep it.
Yes, but...
Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
Yes.
It
only a matter of time.
Worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
Yes, we must.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Looks like she saw right through you.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike. She saw right through it. I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm sure it'll be an army.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared. What if the bad men come back?
Then I'll be here to protect you.
We're all right now.
Don't worry, little one.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Are you just ruined? Or are you in despair?
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put to those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
I'm sure you will. Oh no. Well, what are we gonna do about it, Jill? Are we gonna go fight? See, look at that. The light's constantly changing.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
This one. They mean to overwhelm us.
More enemies.
Too slow. This one.
Looks like we got a fighter on our hands.
Get him. Let's try. Get him.
Trying to break his will. What was that?
Nice try.
Time to kill.
Too slow. Get him.
Too bad, too late, too impossible. You're nothing compared to me. Sorry for my dog's barking.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, comrade.
No, look at that. Now hug you two. Give each other a big hug. You earned it.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan
Pity indeed.
worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
That's my specialty.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Quest complete. Nice. Down the rabbit hole. And we leveled up. Nice. Now we're level 35. Always good. Ugh. Sorry, my dogs are keeping it still barking. I apologize.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Yes, let's go back to the hideaway. Zoop. Alright, Otto. Guess what? We came, we went, we saw, and we totally kicked butt. Now all you have to do is tell us what's what. So what's what?
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Call it intuition.
Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
I'll go do that right now. Where's his,
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
It's not your fault, Joshua.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
You knew this question was coming, man.
I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
That's one answer for it.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. Is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
We will do that, Joshua.
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for him.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Looks like we got more to do. Time to save Gav.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
Not Joshua.
You don't
Joshua's a
think I told him
strong,
the
young,
exact
strapping young
same
lad.
thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to administrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Yeah, me and Joshua.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I am your shield after all.
I'll look after him.
Well, looks like we got a side quest. Let's see if we can do it. Looks like Apothecary's got a mission for us. And we got another side mission. Alrighty.
Seems the hideaway's lost
Blasted
its
book.
appetite.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blimmin' kitchen, and I will not be outdone.
Mhm.
So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
Sure, why not?
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seems easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Okay, let's prioritize this quest. Ah, there you are.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be thunder?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
What kind of mystery?
Try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Allow me to
Perhaps
help.
a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I
No
don't
problem.
like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
Okay. Let's prioritize this quest as well. Hippocrates, I got something to talk to you about.
Horseman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
So the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sambrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may
I'm
add
sure I won't.
that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive.
Best of luck.
Do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
I'll be sure to do that. Alrighty. And we got another side mission. What the heck?
It seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Did you see the pet that got hauled into tires?
Let's talk to them first, though. Oh, where are they? Oh, Goober. Or Goots. I call him Goober. I'm sorry, Goober. I mean Goots.
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like... Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing.
I'm sure she
never
would.
give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
I suppose she wouldn't.
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
I'll be sure to do that.
I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Prioritize this quest too. I got a lot of quests. Well, since she's right here, I'll talk to her.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest.
Yes, of course, out of interest.
All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating about you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dallimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Good day indeed. Okay, Goots. I got something important to tell you. Something that might make you hopefully happy.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
It is.
Of course I'll be coming with you. Why wouldn't I? Okay, time to get over here.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his own son's spear.
You heard correctly.
Die! You hear me? The Akashic are coming and they won't stop until they've slaughtered every single one of us!
How do you suppose they'll manage that? You ever seen one of the blue bastards swim?
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You'll get us all straight. I'm telling you, I can fix them.
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh!
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them.
It's okay.
We just dismembered them.
Just like Miss Midadol showed us.
Miss Midadol? Why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become an engineer.
Miss
An
Midadol
engineer?
said the best way to
You
see
mean an
how something
engineer?
worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
You don't know how to take them, put them back together. I guess isn't that easy.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Let's inspect the scale.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Midadol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This
Let's
is
try the
called
arm first.
Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid?
Yes, I
Would you
have.
teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
Sid's really good with kids. Okay, let's try the pens.
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff.
Oh no.
What if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
Let's try the gear.
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Minidole's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Ah, look at that.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Minidole's hares.
But what about the cogwheel?
Yeah, hares for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
I'd say you're just about there.
Submitted up a bit early. I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
I hope I didn't. Okay. Back to talking to the person. I forget her name, so I'm just gonna call her person from now on.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his own son's spear.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Hey you, I got something to tell you.
Will there be thunder?
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Quest complete. On balance. And we got 900 experience points for it. No, that's always good. Alrighty, well that's one quest down. Time to go and do the others. Well, looks like we can't do him. Looks like we're going straight to the quest, I guess. Alrighty, I guess we'll do them later. Dalmekia. Cloak and dagger.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Candle was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Well, let's go faster then. Come on, Clive. Go into that speed. Yeah, there you go. Faster.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The echoes have a will of their own.
This one. This one.
Oh, that was satisfying. Looks like we got more on the way. Easy kills, easy. Didn't even break a sweat. Alrighty.
Tell us
Let's
about
move
Yote,
on.
Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
This one.
Oh, looks like we can do a mission here. All the way over there. I wonder if we can fast travel to there. We'll do it later. Right now, it's our mission. Right now. Rims out flat. Hey, you.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track.
I'll go do that. You stay here and rest.
They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
Rest well indeed. He's a fine soldier. Puts life on the line.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Might be just up ahead.
They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Oh, it's to the left.
I got here in time. Get him!
Over here! Go!
Easy. So easy. Oh, we got a lot of experience points for it. Nice. And we got a lot of stuff for it too.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
There's somewhere around here. Or somewhere up here. Am I missing something? Oh, here we go.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
I thought your leg was injured. How are you standing?
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
Aw, thank you. Quest complete. Nice. Bad blood. And we got 900 experience points for it. Nice. Okay.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar. Son of a whore.
You're Sid. I was there, in Cosnus, when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith, when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
Are we really doing this?
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
The chance is all you need.
I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Now when you do, I hope you're ready. Because I will not die. Not again. Alrighty. Time to be on our quest. Why am I running? I can ride a chocobo.
Run like the wind.
We're nearly there.
Been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
That'll do, girl. Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Okay. Time to go.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The King, he has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures.
He's dabbling with some dark magic.
that you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos.
Oh, I'm coming, alright.
The Prince's light cannot have sated you.
Best believe I'm coming. You just wait. And then we can have a fight of our lives.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
She cares about you, man.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
Let's do it.
saying she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Well, since we have a checkpoint here, we can go and do that quest over there really quickly. So, let's go do that.
The bandits make me know. Look what they've left. A hard time.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are a strapping bunch.
There we are. And there's goods right there.
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling
Well, luckily
bold,
I'm here
traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this store he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
Oh, I will.
You too, Goots.
Well, I'm off.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
And here we are.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Get him! This one.
Come on, Turbo. Let's get them together. Oh, wow.
Get him! Over here! Stay down! This one!
Oh, I wonder why that happened.
Over here!
That was quick. And we got 500 experience points for it. Nice. And a lot of stuff.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on.
What are you gonna do about it?
Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
Define coward.
Define goods. Right now.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you...
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been.
Yeah, call him a bunch of names. He deserves it.
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goose, you... If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Cut his balls off. That's a man who lost his balls for sure.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Oh. I will never cross her. She seems like a strapping young lad. Or strapping old lady. Alrighty. Well, that's good and done with. Time to get back to, our mission. Looks like we got 2 side missions here too.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare...
Sorry for my dog's barking.
But the worked hide of a well-aged beast... Now, that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Sure, why not?
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Korava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Okay, let's prioritize this quest. Now, how do we get up there? Well, let's take the stairs. The stairs are a good point for starters.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases of
Hey, you.
Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Sure.
Climb the stairs and
memorize a few inscriptions for me. Assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Okay, let's do it.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled dough.
Okay, so we're here. And you wanted me to read this inscription here. Okay. Guardians of the Crystal. The first stone of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood till the end of mother's labor. Okay.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
I wonder where we have to go now. Here, let's check the map. We haven't made it past the thing yet, so I don't know if this turns left or not.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dallas.
2 golden coins. Or goblin coins.
And a scratch on them. Have you noticed the elder has been coffinless?
Oh, let's try this one. Wanderers of Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride, recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home. Okay.
What Golden Plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Mummy made a pottage from it.
Sounds delicious. The quarry's been hard to find since the skies turned.
It has indeed.
And let's try this one. Okay. Children of the hunters, now tiller of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. Okay.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Let's do that now.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen them for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
I didn't know how to remember where each one was. I think it's this one.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Okay. I think it's this one.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
I don't know which one it is. I think it's this one. I'm not sure. Oh, fuck it.
Children of the Hunters, now sworn to serve the sun.
Sun worship? That cannot possibly be right.
I could have sworn it was something like that.
Okay, so it's not that one. Let's try this one.
Children of the Hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
2 out of 3 isn't bad.
So, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, 1 for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Thank you. Well, that was an ordeal. I didn't know how to put my memory to the test. My memory's pretty crap. Carved in stone. 400 experience points. Nice. And only 20 gil. Or is it 1,000 gil? Or is it 21? Oh well. Alrighty. Well, that's one quest down. Time to do the other.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases of
I think you said it's this way to get to there. But we'll see.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But they now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
No, I don't think it
Phoenix
will.
is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
You accepted Phoenix Down from Cyril the
As
Undying.
long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later.
Later for sure.
Cyril
Alrighty.
seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
The free cities and the sea.
Okay, let's go this way. I think this is how we get to this quest.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
I'm sure this is the right way. My sense of direction is flawless.
Over here!
Sorry, Torgal, you were in the way. Luckily, this game has no friendly fire. Otherwise, Torgal would have been dead right there. Okay, that's enough of that. Looks like we got some bandits. That was simple enough. Fields of Corvania. I think that's how you pronounce that. Looks like we gotta fight.
Get him! Over here! Over here!
Time to kill him. Time to kill it. I think you missed that, Joshua. Easy kills. Easy. Alrighty. It's just over here.
Still plenty of fight in him yet. Too slow.
Time to kill it with fire. Time to kill it. Got his ass. Nice. Enemy slain. And only 150 XP. Oh, that's not good. Oh, we got Elvis skin. I think that's what we need.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Well, let's head back. Hey, you. I got your thing for you.
Here's your hide. As requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
There you are.
Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Well, thank you. Quest complete. Skin trade. Okay, that was worth it. 900 experience points. And 0 gil? What the heck? Alrighty. Well, that's enough of that. Alrighty.
The free cities under sea?
We'll be passing through. Don't mind us. Oh yeah, Chocobo. Why am I running?
Run like the wind.
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them.
Rip in the shreds. Simple as pie. Alrighty, back on my trusty steed. There you are, Ambrosia.
Faster!
More orcs.
Straight home now.
This one. Get him!
That was simple enough. Already. Back in my chocobo.
Ready, go? Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
Hope it hasn't. Gav is in there.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Let's hurry then. Gav is waiting for us. Time to head into here. Well, looks like I can do the side quest now. I'll do it later.
Sounds like thunder.
Going in. Gav is waiting for us.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you.
Oh, wow.
Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol. But everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
A proper sort.
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
Oh, that's sweet.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
You got it, Mid.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Looks like we're going our separate ways. Looks like it's just me and you, Torgal. Even fall. Okay, me and you got this, Torgal.
Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things.
Time to go to war. Is that it?
They're wearing Waluta armor.
Thank you, Torgal. Time to die. That's all well and good. Now you're dead. Alrighty. Don't forget this item here. And a potion. Nice. And this item here. 2 chunks of right. Let's go. More enemies. Game on. That it?
To the Royal Army.
Already.
But monsters here.
Looks like you got a potion from that. Alrighty, let's get through this door here. Sharp thing, nice. It's always good. And what is this? Pushing.
This one. Let's try. Over here.
Try to rip through that armor.
This one.
Time to kill. Alrighty. That's the end of that. Where do we go now? I assume over here. I could be wrong. No, I'm on the right track, which is good. Level up! Nice! Now I'm level 36. That's always good. Alrighty. Well, that was fun. Time to go through here.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy. Time to fight.
Bunch of ogres and one man. What more could I do?
This one.
New enemy approaches.
Too slow.
Kevin, no!
This one. There's a good boy.
I tried to dodge that, but the radius is too big.
where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
Okay. Well, let's go find these survivors.
Where are they?
Is there a boss battle coming? No, just an average fight.
His Ultima's reach extend this far. What is going on here?
Oh, I just love that move. That move is so fun to do. More enemies. Perfect.
What does he want?
It's fun. Nice try. This one. Get him. Give me
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
Who's this?
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt. And now you're here. With an army of Kashik thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me.
These are no longer men. They're monsters.
Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this.
As have
Pardon
I.
me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard. And you will yield.
Will I now?
Or not. As long as you don't hold back.
Oh, yeah, I won't hold back.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gundir. Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
I need to jump that.
Over here!
Still my mark! Good dog!
This one.
Come away on the pain. You get to come with me to hell.
Actually, I wouldn't. Guess we're all ready. Nice try.
More, Mythos! Give me more! More! More!
Get him! Over here! Get him!
You're gonna die here now.
Nice try.
Say my name one more time. 5,200. Oh my god. And we got a sanguine insignia. That's always good.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Is he dead? Is that really it?
Clive!
I thought there would be more to him.
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Another boss
Leaving
battle.
so soon, Mythos.
I was hoping to.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walloon.
Get back.
Still got blood on my sword. Let me really fight him. Don't give me this bullshit. Are you saying he's like so omnipotent that he can see Clive's every move?
Impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing.
That doesn't sound like a purpose. Sounds like enslavement.
No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Are we really gonna fight now?
Try it.
as weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
Oh, Jill, please don't die here. I really wouldn't want you to die.
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Oh, Toby's carrying my sword.
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Jill, please don't die there. Oh, I so wouldn't want you to die. Sometime later. City outskirts, the free city of Kenvir. Sorry for my computer.
Will you be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught what we're up to, they'd all want a piece. Alright?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost
What about
him
Jill, though?
if it were not for you.
I'm worried about Jill.
Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me... Lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
It is no trouble carrying comestibles to my aging nephew.
I know, but... You've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You got mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Why?
My boy.
All I want to do is help. And the world would save itself. It was Sid. Your father who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Sounds like him,
Don't
indeed.
you dare do that again.
Oh. I promise I
To the
won't.
royalists.
Fucked off, the lot of them.
What about Jill?
Along with the galleon.
Let's ask the important question right now.
Board?
What about Jill?
Yeah, in here, I wouldn't say without him. Clive. Jill. Come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. We'll be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, Of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he'd have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you're mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Alright, everybody. I think I'm going to call it an episode there. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.